Welcome to the Sports Post podcast. This is Jag Mangat, October 22nd. And yes, I'm going to talk about Ben Simmons. Obviously, it's because he's all over the map. But first take. They're discussing the top 75, and then you got the snubs like Klay Thompson and Dwight Howard. But I don't know why people are going on though about the 75 list. It's not like it's it's just based on opinions. They clearly didn't take enough consideration into this. So again, it's a lot of people made the list. A lot of people didn't make the list. So we'll just see what happens. But you know what? I'm not too worried about this stupid list because if you're a great player, you're a great player. But like, who's to say that you shouldn't be on the list, right? Like, who's the maker of this list? So my guess is ESPN or NBA, but you never know. So last night in the NBA, Steph Curry went just berserk. He ended up with 45 points or something, and he single-handedly pretty much destroyed the Clippers. I wouldn't say destroyed, but they won. I think they won by like 1 or 2 points, but still, it was one hell of a game, one hell of a performance for a second game into the season. Unbelievable performance from Steph Curry. Before we get into NBA games tonight, let's go over what's going else on in the world of sports. You got the Red Sox taking on the Astros. Astros still lead 3-2, and NFL, the Browns beat the Broncos last night. But the main event for Sunday, I think personally, is the Chiefs taking on Tennessee Titans. And the reason why that is a good matchup is because anyone who watched, I think it was Monday, anyone who watched the Bills take on the Tennessee Titans was amazed. King Henry just went berserk. He reminds me of Marshawn Lynch, like I was saying. Unbelievable performance. So, make sure you check that out. Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, is he going to go for his second MVP? You never know. He is a regular season player, but Super Bowl playoffs, that remains to be seen. Quite a few games in the NHL last night and tonight. Make sure you check those out. I'll be reporting that on the podcast itself. And in the NBA, you have the Nets taking on the Sixers. I'll get to that in a minute. But Lakers taking on the Phoenix Suns. Lakers still looking for their first win in the preseason and in the regular season. They have to get this win tonight to solidify the making of their new team. And, it's not going to be easy because Phoenix has basically stated that they are legit. They went to the finals and they played pretty damn good. They beat the Lakers in 6 in the first round. I don't know if anyone remembers that. One hell of a performance. And we'll see what happens on that note. So let's talk about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons. Now, here's the deal. With Ben Simmons, eventually he will play. And Daryl Morey, the GM and president of basketball operations in Philadelphia, pretty much saying that, he's not in a hurry to trade Ben Simmons. He won't fall under the pressure because you have a guy like Joel Embiid who's pretty much injury prone. That's why the reason why they got Andre Drummond. He's in his prime. So he's gonna want something in return for Ben Simmons, and he's gonna want like a star player, or if not two, whatever. So the deal with that is, he's not gonna feel under pressure or anything, and he's putting the absolute risk for the organization. So top three things why Ben Simmons will stay this season and not go anywhere. Top three reasons. A, you have Daryl Morey and his stubbornness. B, you have Daryl Morey and his negotiation tactics, which he won't back down. And C, Ben Simmons, I don't know if you guys heard, but now he's claiming he is not mentally there to play. And they went to an actual I guess practice, and Ben Simmons acknowledged that stuff happened and stuff was said, but mentally he is not yet there to play, not ready to play yet. And so basically it's kind of like a cat and mouse game with Daryl Morey, because Daryl Morey is saying you gotta play, and Ben Simmons said, okay, fine, well, I'll just go to the doctors, get a doctor's note, just like in any other job. So let's just say if all of a sudden you have somebody calling in sick, you can't really take away their money because they're calling in sick. So he's saying medically, I'm not mentally there yet. Medically. So once you start using that, it's kind of like, okay, well, you know what? Cat and mouse game. Daryl Morey says, I'm not going to trade you. Ben Simmons goes, okay, well, I'm not going to play. Daryl Morey goes, okay, if you don't play, I'm going to fine you. And Ben Simmons goes, okay, I'm not going to play because I'm not mentally there yet. End of story. So, if you ask me, Ben Simmons won this chess game because, he's not going to play. Like, when somebody calls in mentally or medically, like a medical leave, good chance they're not coming back. So, today is their first game against the Nets at Philadelphia, and Ben Simmons is out. He is not playing. And Daryl Morey, if you expect Ben Simmons to return to the lineup, you are dead wrong. He is not coming back. Mentally, he is not there. Therefore, he is off on medical leave. I work for an organization, and I've seen many people go off on medical leave and never ever come back. Long-term disability, they're off for years. You know what I mean? So Daryl Morey has to realize this, and I think when it comes to the standings, when he realizes that Philadelphia is not winning any games, maybe he might just trade him. I don't know, but mentally, Ben Simmons is off on medical leave, and good chance he never ever comes back. Jag Mangat for the Sports Post podcast. This is October 22nd, 2021.